Hi everybody, today we want to create a bolt. So we want to go to our new and standard IPT and we hit create. So we're going to create a bolt here in Inventor. So let's go here, and once we get this view open, we'll click on our primates and we'll select the cylinder. And once we select the cylinder, we want to click on the YZ plane, which is here. And we want to move our pointer, we want to click the origin here. And we'll just drag this out, and while this highlighted this way, we want to click 0.75. Click enter. Now once we have that selected, we want to type in here our distance A. We want to make that 3. So there's our length of our bolt that we're creating. Now we want to click, we want to say OK here. Now we want to create a second feature to this, so we want to start a sketch on the YZ plane. So we go over here to our origin in our project browser, and we'll select the YZ plane, and as you see it highlighted, so we'll select that. And then once we get here, we'll hit the click sketch. And then we'll go to our rectangular on the ribbon and go down to where it says polygon. Right now it's set at 6, which is good. So then we'll click on the origin and you'll zoom in, and once you see the green light, there it is. We'll drag this out. But in this case, we want to move the pointer up where you see the dotted line here. And then we'll click here and we'll say done. Now once that's done, we want to click on the sketch format ribbon and sketch format, and we want to hit construction. So once we hit construction, we want to go into the line tool, activate the line tool, and select the vertices of the polygon, which was one would be here and here. And then we want to go into our dimension on the constraint and set a point here and here. So we want to just dimension from here and here. And once we get that open, we want to make this dimension 1.5 inches. Hit enter. Now, after that, we've done all that. We want to finish our sketch. And then we want to activate the extrude command. And now once the extrude command is activated, in the properties dialog box, we want to type in 0.5 for the distance. So we want this distance to be a 1/2 inch. You can probably click this arrow, and there's a 1/2 inch right there. So we got it selected at 1/2 inch. Now we want to use we can use the default or the flip. Let's see which one's going to work here. Let's go with this one. Click OK, and there's our bolt. So now we want to add some treads to this. So to add treads we go on the ribbon and click 3D. We're in 3D model, modify, and there's threads. So we select the threads. And now on the thread properties panel, activate full depth. We can activate full depth here, but I don't think we want to activate that. We want to go back here. Let's just cancel this. Let's do this again. Let's go thread and select the thread, and then we're here at this distance. So now once we're at this distance, we can adjust this right here. Now I had full thread before, which is clicking that, and it'll go all the way back. So we don't want to do full thread. So let's make this depth here 1.5. Oops. And we're back to where we were. So this is where you adjust the thread lengths and everything here. So we have all of these properties set. That's the type. There's the size, the class, the description, the designation. Yep, that's what we want. And the class is going to be 2A. And here we got 1.5 and 0. So we'll go and say OK to add our thread. So there's our bolt with the thread. That's very simple how you do that. Now we want to create iParts. So iParts is a feature that allows you to design a part with different variations of sizes, materials, and other attributes. Now you will create different variations of the bolt created in previous sections. So on the manage parameters, so we go to manage, and we'll select parameters. And now you see this dialog box that'll open up. So up here on the first cell of the model parameters table, let's click here and let's say diameter. And then we want to go down to the next one and let's say height. And we'll go down to, let's do this one here, and let's call this head size. And then we'll go down to the next one here. Oops, sorry about that. It's gonna, oh, gotta go back here. We want to go back to D3 and let's say head size. Let's make this okay, all one word. And we'll go here and we go hit it with and let's go down to another right here. And let's say thread length. I guess this thing don't like spaces. It's thread length. And now we'll click done with our parameters dialog box. Now, once we click done, we want to right click the mouse button in the graphics window. And then we want to select dimension display. And then we want to hit expressions. Now in the project browser to the right here, we want to right click on extrusion 1. And then we want to select show dimensions. And then as you can see, there are our dimensions showing now. Now, on the ribbon manage, we'll go back to our ribbon. We'll go to manage, and we're going to go to here where it says author, create iPart. Select that. And now once you're in this view, in this window, you'll open up this dialog box here, and the table at the bottom of this dialog box shows parameters for the iPod. You'll notice that the rename parameter automatically added to the table. If you add more parameters to the table, then select them from the section located to the left side here. Okay, now you want to click the arrow button here. You want to insert a row. So we'll insert that row, and this is another part. And we want to select, let's go insert another row. So now we have 3 rows selected. So now what we want to do now is we want to go to our second row, and under height we'll change this to 5 inches, and then our head width will be, let's make this 0.75, 3/4 of an inch, and then here we'll make this 3 inches. Now we'll go to the next one. We'll make this one 2 inches. This will be 0.75. And this one will be 3 inches. So what I'm basically doing, we're making different variations of this bolt. Now we have to set a default version of the bolt. So let's right click on the mouse button here. Let's select this one right here, and we'll set this as our default row here. So that's our default, and then we'll click OK. So Inventor's doing this thing here, and it should change to both sides to that size that we created as our default, and it did. Okay, now in the project browser, you'll notice the table is added here. So right here you'll see table. Now let's expand the table, and then we can double click on the different parts. So let's click on part 2. Part 2 is our default. Let's go to part 3, and there's our 3, and then we go to 1. So what happens is we basically change these nuts and bolts to different sizes. So now we can go in here now, we can go to part 2. Let's go back to 2. And we can right click here and we can edit this table. And once we edit table, we can go in and make changes to these different parts and sizes as we want. So I'm going to just we can change this. You can change these whatever you like, or you could add new rows or anything. So I'm going to leave it there, folks, and I want to thank you for watching, and we'll move on to different things. So this is how to create a bolt in Rivet and how to use parameters to change size and set defaults. Thank you for watching, and everybody, please be safe. I hope all is good, and if you have any comments or questions, please put it in my comment section, and please subscribe and click on the notification. I make these videos every day for Rivet, Navisworks, and Inventor. Thanks for watching. You all have a good one. Bye.